Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. Welcome back to my craft room. I am having a bit of a blah day, and I actually was cleaning out my craft room, and I wanted to go through a bunch of boxes and try to sort a few things. So I started doing that. I pulled things out of my craft room. I got really deflated at partway through, and I just brought everything back and stacked behind me where I'm sitting. I have a stack of one, two, three, about 8 boxes that need to be sorted out. I've been trying to make room because I'm getting my windows done. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a mess, and it was just kind of blah. But however, we are going to do day 88 here, and we're going to have fun doing it. And I did get a bit of a pick-me-up because some of you that have ordered journals from me lately have received your shipments, and we did good because everyone got their journals that ordered them last week and the week before, prior to that potential postal strike later this week. So it's we did good. Everyone got their journals. So thank you for your kind words. I was just about in tears reading your emails. Thank you so much. I'm really glad they found good homes, and I'm really glad that you are happy with your journals. So let's get started on today's project. I have a lot of people I want to say hello to as well. Today we are just going to do some, I won't say just, but we are going to do some ribbon edging. I am certain that this is just dollar store ribbon, that kind of off-white business that you can get. I'm pretty sure that's what this one is. Nothing, it's not vintage, I can tell you that. So I have 2 envelopes today. I have cut off the left and right sides so that we can do this business like we do. So I just cut a real small bit off. These are 5 by 7. It's the same envelopes I've been using for quite some time now. So again, I've just cut off the edges so that we can open this right up. And what I want to do is kind of like a cascade, and I want to do a bunch of ribbon layers. So the very bottom envelope is going to get glued down to our book, our big book of ideas. That's getting glued, oops, down. And this is going to be the very far edge, the bottom edge. And then I'm going to start cutting these to fit. This one, I'm going to take the flap right off. And yes, let me just think of how I want to measure these. I think this one, I almost think we should decorate them with paper first. Should we? Let me just double check. I think we should, and then cut them after, because I think that'll make more sense. Yes. So that will be folded back. Let's just start with this side. Yeah. Oops. So yes, thank you for your kind words, of course, always in the comments as well. I sometimes need a little, when you say you're inspired to do something, that really gives me a lift, because then I feel like our time here is well spent. I was kind of laughing, I got a chuckle because someone was saying they're just relaxing because they find my voice calming, soothing, which that again, thank you. That's great. I never thought of myself that way, but thank you for that. And then someone else said, I agree. I put these videos on to help me get sleepy. And I thought, well, is that a compliment? Because my voice is soothing, or is it because I'm boring and I'm putting you to sleep? Oh, that was funny. Either way, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be offended or not, but oh, that didn't quite meet the top, did it? We can always trim it. We can trim it. But if I helped you get to sleep, maybe that's a good thing too. So not bad, nothing bad. Just gonna put my glasses on here just a sec. There we go. Keep those. When I cut that one off, do I want to put it, I think I'm going to tuck that one inside. Yes, I'm going to tuck this one inside and probably staple that like a book. So I am going to trim this one. And how wide do you think? This is, what, about, this is about 1/2 inch. So we need at least 1/2 inch taken off. Let me take the flap off first. It's gonna seem like extra work, but at least I'll be able to see. Okay. Maybe 1 inch. Let's do 1 inch. Going to do 1 inch. I've made a decision. Okay. So if you're in by 1 inch, the next one needs to be in 1 inch from there. I'm going to have to do the same thing for measuring. I'm just going to square it off. And then this bottom one, I want to come in 1 inch. Oops. Take off 1 inch, I should say. Where's the inch line there? Does that make sense? Let's see what that looks like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then this one. So that's 1 inch, 2 inch. So I'm going to take off 2. I'm going to take off 3 inches, I guess. Right? Let's go this way. 3. I don't know if that looks right, because it's at the same height. Hold on. Thinking. I feel like I want to, because see how these don't quite come to the edge? Like this part of the envelope isn't even with that. So I'm marking, I'm going to start with the 1 inch cutoff mark first, just so I have a straight line to work with. Okay, and then it should be, if my math is right, 2 inches from there. Let's see. Yes. Okay, very good, Kathy. So there's 1 inch space between those two. This is the original envelope, and it still has the flap folded backwards. This one I cut it right off. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to decorate each page, and then we're going to add some. We're going to do like a whole river of lace. I think I'm done with my trimmer. Get all these little bits out of here, and then I won't be wasting paper because we know what our cuts are. Okay, let's staple this first so we can cover the staples up. Inside or outside? I think I'm going to go outside. Like put the flat part on the outside. Do you know what I mean? You can use washi tape if you prefer. Oh, I missed it. Too far. That one's closer. This one's off a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. 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 I'll do this one. It'd be really nice if that covered the whole thing, but it doesn't. That's okay. I'm going to try to overlap it a little bit though to cover those staples up. There we go. So there's a few people I want to say hello to. Leah Wolf, Deborah K. Hello. J.M. Smith. If you told me what J.M. stands for, I forget. You'll have to remind me. J.M. Smith. Margot. Nancy. Stamp for less. Pat Yonker. Sharon Petty. Julie Schwartz. Dorothea Marguerite. Shirley, Tracy T. I'm saying Tracy T because Tanziak, I'm not ever sure if I get that right. There we go. That's pretty. Colleen, Jacqueline, Sherry Mills, Maryline, Connie, Michelle Monks, and Patricia Taylor. Hello, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me in my craft room. I think this one will just cover entirely. It should be all right there. Like this side as well. Yeah, so welcome to my craft room, ladies. I was all excited to go, like I told you before, I have a very small circle of friends. One gal that I used to work with, she's also retired. She invited me to go with her thrifting. That's Mid-Mod Maven. If you follow her on Instagram, she is a reseller of vintage and mid-century modern goodies. She's got quite an eye for it. She has some really neat collections, and anyway, I was going to go with her to Hamilton tomorrow, but I had also put in a request for a quote to get some work done in my backyard and get my eaves troughs cleaned out and that sort of thing. And that company called and said they are coming tomorrow. So I had to cancel my plans, but at the same time, like, my schedule is always wide open. I tell you, I don't, like, literally, I couldn't believe it when I get an invite to go thrifting and boom, I end up with an appointment. But that work's got to get done, so got to get it done. Go figure. There we go. So what do we have left to decorate? This, that, and then when this gets glued down, this can open up, so we can decorate this as well, or we can leave it white for journaling space. Let's see what we have left over. So we're going to cover that business right there. And again, I'm using the Pink Salt vintage wallpaper kit. It reminded me of Himalayan salt. Which I used to think was great stuff, but now I'm not so sure. Hearing different things about it. There we go. So now those staples are covered on the inside. Fold no problem. That is really pretty. I'll do it this way though, because there's going to be lace on the edge, so day 88, do you believe it? I know I keep saying that, but and yes, I'm going to miss doing something like this every day, but it's also going to be nice to work on some bigger projects and give my brain a little break from, you know, coming up with a daily idea. I have to give my brain permission to relax a bit. I've been following as much as I can Kara Brandon's 100 days, and I also like, when I have time, Willow House 507 Willow House, one or the other, whichever way that goes. I like to watch her videos. I find her very inspiring. And her friend Donna Twist from Twisted Paper Studio, her style is very different from mine, but I get very inspired. She is really good at curating fabrics together to make a journal cover, and that just blows me away every time. Oh, I forgot about this one. Every time I see her do that, I'm like, wow, she must have quite the fabric collection. Okay, I am out of paper, so I'm either going to leave that blank. Well, you'll forgive me, won't you, if I leave this one blank? You go ahead and I only have this left. Can I collage it? Is there enough here to collage? Just a second, there might be. Oh, would you look at that? Let's do it. Why not? Now we have some scraps that I'm okay with tossing in the bin. I'll just put them to the side right now, because you never know, you might want to make a... Oh, look at it. I still have this one strip left. Look at that. That down in the book. So that flips open, and then we're going to add this lace. And I am just going to use art glitter glue because it's always... hasn't failed me yet for lace. I'll trim these off after. I think this would be just so pretty in a journal. So pretty. I don't mind this dollar store ribbon at all. It's just, it's a nice cotton feel, and it's a beautiful off-white color. Very easy to work with. I do tend to pick that up when it used to be the only ribbon I used until I started, you know, thrifting more and going to antique stores and getting more and more, and I love the vintage stuff. I really do. But this works too. It's pretty too. I love this part where it's all kind of snaggletooth looking at the end, and then when it dries and you trim those off and it's so polished looking. I like that part. There, isn't that pretty? That's just so pretty. Yes, it's pretty. Okay, and it dries pretty quick, so I think I'll really should do it this way. Somebody got glued together there. Oopsie. Just wrecked the paper. That, and of course I'm going to keep these little ends in my ribbon jar. Go this way. That. I feel like I can't quite get my scissors in the right spot for this without going on an angle. There we go. So you know I'm going to keep all of those. Oh, this is pretty. It's very pretty. That is just very, very pretty. Okay, let's get you in our big bowl. It's going to be right on the edge, and that's okay if that's sticking out with the lace. Oh, look I wasn't even thinking. Maybe that's why I thought of this, because of yesterday's project with the waterfall flap. Maybe that's why I thought of this. I don't know. I guess I could do it this way. No, I want to do it this way. Just want to make sure our book closes. It's going to be right on the edge, and this lace is going to hang over top, and I am okay with that. Something we would do on purpose anyway, right? Just take a quick look. Yep, that's completely okay, right? So if you decorated yours, good on you, but I'm out of paper, so I'm not going to stress about it. That could technically be a journaling space. But isn't that pretty? So pretty. A few bubbles here and there. Very pretty. So we are just going to call that lace edging is today's project, or lace edges for day 88. And tomorrow we are going to start with a new lace edges, a new wallpaper kit. It'll be a surprise. I haven't picked one yet. That's why it'll be a surprise. I don't actually have one in mind yet. I haven't had any requests from anyone of any they'd like to see. So if I see any comments before I print them off tomorrow or this evening, let me know if there's a kit you'd like to see in action. I just want to say one more time, thank you so much for your kind words, your words of inspiration, the humor, and the friendship. It just, today I needed it, and I just sat down at my desk, and after I was feeling a little bummed out about, I don't know, just I lost my mojo on getting my craft room done, put it all back together, and I sat down and thought, I'm going to check and see if I have any comments to respond to. And then I checked my email, and you guys lifted me up. So thank you so much for that again. And for those of you that have received your journals and you are loving them, thank you for giving those journals a good home. It's like adopting a dog out or something. But thank you for you're all good stewards, I think, of you know, your love. You pour your love into a journal when you're making it, and I just want to say thank you so much for your support. And guess I'll sign off here. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 89. Oh my gosh, we're almost in the 90s. Oh. Okay, we'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.